Welcome. I tell you, we are here again with another recommended read. We're glad to have you with us this morning. We want to answer that question, why read? Why read? And many people, they wonder why people set a goal to read so many books per year, why they want to, spend that time pulling away from everybody else and going into their secret place. We're going to find out why read and encourage you to do just that. But I'm going to take just a minute. It's so many things I would like to share with you that, of course, time does not permit. But we're going to share with you a few things today. It's been a while since we've been with you, sharing ways that you can engage your intellect and encouraging you along those ways. Um, as they say, leaders are readers, and we've been reading across the year. In the Lane with You Ventures Incorporated has been coordinating a brain bash every month. And it's been a pleasure to read that. We'll share that book with you in just a moment. And we'll also answer that question, why read? We have a special author who's going to help us answer that question today. This is your host, Maya Lane, a PhD. We're glad to give you this opportunity and moments to be with us today. But as I was thinking this morning, when you're singing in the shower, you can sing what you want to sing. You can sing in a rendition you want to sing. You can create your own melodies. You can do as you please. You are your own creator, just using your imagination. And as I was just thinking about over the years and the months, um, it has been rich, many ups, many highs, and some lows, and some opportunities to just trust the God I love. And so a song came to me just as I was moving about and preparing this morning. And that song was a song by James Cleveland. He wrote that song many years ago, and I think Gladys Knight and the Pips made it popular. And that song was Jesus is the Best Thing. And so, you know, it just came to me, it just hit me. And so um, I just began, God's been good to me, and the downs have been there too. Oh, yeah, God's been good to me, and the downs have been there too. Oh, God's been good to me, and the downs have been there too. Oh, maybe you can say God's been good to you, and the downs have been there too. But if you want to write my life story, oh, if you want to write my life story, he's been the best thing that ever happened. The best thing that ever happened. God's, woo, he's been good to me. And the downs have been there too. God's been good to me. And the downs have been there too. But I'll say he's the best thing that ever happened. The best thing that ever happened. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, he's the best thing that ever happened. Yeah. So when you're singing in the shower, you just go, go, go. And I just wanted to share that little piece with you as we get ready to think about our reading. We're going through another year. This is the beginning of a new month, for some, a new quest. You've started on new ventures, and we want to give you something to just challenge you as you go along the way. Are you on a quest to enlarge your territory? to expose yourself to ideas that would cause you to grow. Where here we are to help you today. And we want to answer that question, why read? Why read? Sometimes you want to read with others. And I invite you to join our reading room that I mentioned just a moment ago, the Brain Bash. And we meet second Saturdays on Zoom. And our meeting time is early in the morning, not for the wimps, but join us if you want to be challenged intellectually. You can check out our website at In the Lane with You Ventures Incorporated to join us and sign up there. In our Brain Bash reading room, we want to read together resources, books, pamphlets, videos, audios that will build us up, challenge us intellectually, and encourage us toward Godward intimacy. And our ultimate goal in life is to be our best. After all, the one who created us knows us best. And so, if we are looking into ways that we can get to know Him more and become more intimate with Him, then we can be the best we can be. We can be productive and more creative as He's made our brilliant minds, and just have a little push, having intimacy with Him. I want to bring before you two books today. Both are highly recommended reads as we're looking at our recommended reads. Um, Powerful encouragement. One of them is called Literary Eloquence. Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. This is one of the books that I would like to recommend to you. And this was written by Anita Bingham Jefferson, who happens to be my mother. I will also bring to you today one of the books that I would highly recommend. This is Oneness Embraced by Dr. Charles, excuse me, by Dr. Tony Evans. And we're reading this in the Brain Bash session each month. It is so encouraging and uplifting. So, whether you are a participant in Black churches or Caucasian or Asian churches, it doesn't matter which ethnic church you may favor, whatever reading circles you're in or gatherings, oneness embraced is recommended to individuals who are reaching outside of their comfort zones to growth zones. Now, what do I mean by growth zones? Your growth zone is where you're aligning your best self in regards to your spirit, your faith, and your reality. If you have interest in um, how to move beyond a racial clash to the creator of all peoples envisioned um, in his human, let's say, flower bed, all the different flowers that you would put in that flower bed, all the different hues. He created every human creature. Mhm. So we want to empower you to thrive in your relationships. And so this oneness embrace would be a great start for you. This book is also for people who serve in various capacities. This oneness embrace. This is one of our focus reads today. Oneness embraced. And if you're working in the healthcare field, whether you're in social work or counseling, finance, or any field you're in, you want to be effective in communicating and relating and honoring people. Yes. So, whether you see yourself as an introvert, if you see yourself as a gregarious person, very social, or somewhere in between, this book will help you. Oneness Embrace will help you to reach out to people in a more open and loving way. Want to challenge yourself spiritually? This is the book for you. It can be read and discussed during any cultural interest setting, whether it's a small or large group Bible study, a community club, a training session, or any other sessions where people gather and exchange thoughts. If you would like to use a Black History Month as an excuse to read from Black authors, you can engage in these books. These are all from Black authors. Oneness Embrace is Tony Evans. He's an African American um, leader. And this book is Charles Price Jones, First Black Holiness Reformer, is by Charles Price Jones, is featuring Charles Price Jones, is by Anita Bingham Jefferson, who is a Black author. She happens to be a woman. And of course, Women's Month is in March, Black History's February. And Anita Bingham Jefferson is also author of this book, Eloquence, Literary Eloquence, Charles Price Jones, and more. And this is one of our featured books today. Powerful reads. So if you would like to broaden your scope to include female authors, then both of these books, Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more, and Charles Price Jones, First Black Holiness Reformer, would be books written by a female author, Anita Bingham Jefferson, who was awarded Doctorate of Letters by the Church of Christ Holiness USA. Now, Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. You can request this book. It will be available on Amazon and other stops as imaginethewriterspen.com. You can secure a copy of this now by going to your email and sending a request to ask at imaginethewriterspen.net. Ask at imaginethewriterspen.net. So you can secure a copy of Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. In this email, just let us know that you would like a copy or two or three. You can get a physical copy at this time. They are limited at this moment, and you will be able to access it as an electronic copy very soon, coming out in February. We look forward to that. Okay. I want to read to you a little bit from Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. The and more means it incorporates some other writers. Some are known, some are not known. And the piece that I'm going to read today was selected. Selected. And this is coming from Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones and more. And this was written by Anita Bingham Jefferson. Why read? To answer that, I'm going to pull from this literature. And it says, reading makes a full man. And that's Francis Bacon. Paul said, give thyself to reading. And he was writing to Timothy at that moment. In reading a book, you can invite to your home one of the most developed intellects that man has known. You can have as much of his wisdom and thoughts as you desire. Isn't that rich? I love that. A pen, a prayer, and a vivid imagination are essential in reading. When something clicks or sticks to you, copy it. Write it, memorize it, saturate your soul with it, with the closing thoughts of the day. Build a purpose to make it actually yours in life and character. Pray that it may be really so tomorrow. If this action is repeated, the brain cells proceed, excuse me, the brain cell procedure build, which form the suggestion into habit. Now, isn't that wonderful? Days of effort will be richly rewarded. Now, that, my friends, why read? It's almost like when the scientists say you're building your muscle, when you're memorizing and you're reading, you're engaging conversation, and then you're writing. Francis Baker is saying writing makes an exact man. There's another quote: "A reading makes a full man. Um, thought makes conversation make something of conversation, and the final act is to write it. Writing makes an exact man." And that's another part of Francis Bacon's idea. Writing makes an exact man. And that's one thing we do at Imagine the Writer's Pen, is give an opportunity for people who have written a poem or thought in a journal and they've just tucked it away. But you can pull it out and allow others to benefit from your writing, from your thoughts that you have just penned on that page. You've taken time to share with your diary, but share it with the world. And go to imaginethewriterspen.com, imaginethewriterspen.net. That's where you'll be able to submit your poem or your prose, your short story that you would like to give others an opportunity to share and enjoy and benefit and bless their lives and help to make them a better person. Now, one is Embraced. You can get your copy of that on Amazon. Do use Amazon Smile, so that you can support your favorite charity at that time. And if you need suggestions for charities, you send us an email at ask@imaginethewriterspen.net. Okay. So find also Charles Price Jones, first Black holiness reformer. And I have mentioned this work to you before, and I just throw it in again because it is so rich for all of you who are in learning about history, learning about leaders, or even Black leadership, and those of you who would like to know more about the Black church from the standpoint of Charles Price Jones, who happened to be the founder of the Church of Christ Holiness USA. He has been uh, well read from many viewpoints, many leaders, researchers, intellectuals. So we invite you to take a personal study of it and or share it with your library at your church or community. Mhm. So get a taste of Oneness Embrace when you view the video clip. We have the link for the video clip at the bottom in our notes. So click on that and view the video clip where Tony Evans is giving you more details on Oneness Embrace. For the sake of time, I'm going to allow you to click on that video and just enjoy him giving you a snippet of what you will gain from diving into the book Oneness Embrace. Now, I thought I would pass this information along to you for those of you who want to be uh, growing. You want to continue to grow this year. So I invite you to uh, include these books, these works to help feed your growth zone. Again, you want to get out of the rut. You want to get out of same old, and all of that that would not elevate your mind. So we want to encourage you to elevate yourself as a person by getting into your growth zone where you're able to um, entertain ideas of others and with others and help grow your own life. Get into your growth zone. Yes. So we invite you also join Brain Bash. Go to our website at imaginethewriterspen.org and join Brain Bash. We meet second Saturdays early in the morning, and we invite you to join us. We invite you to join us. Have you ever been put into a box? Have you felt like you couldn't get out of that box? Are you thriving off of myths that have been passed down? Is it keeping you in a place of comfort, a safe place not to engage others? Oneness Embrace delves into these ideas like no other. So in February, again, I encourage you to check out Charles Price Jones' First Black Holiness Reformer, Oneness Embrace, and Literary Eloquence of Charles Price Jones, and more. As you are on your life quest or seasonal quest, I invite you to do your research and find alternatives and a more productive way to engage history. So, hear from others' perspectives and engage history. Move forward in your life. I believe everybody has a purpose and a calling. Don't allow anyone to turn you from the path you were created for. Your purpose will keep you treading through various phases of life, jobs, and experiences. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I know I'm speaking to somebody today. Continue to pursue the path God created you for. If you don't know that purpose, keep searching, keep trying new things, and be sure that that path that you settle on includes others. It includes blessing others. It includes pouring into others, adding value to others. Your life was never meant to be beautiful only for yourself, glorious only for yourself, efficient only for yourself. No, no, no. You were called to grow, grow, grow so that you can be a positive influence in the lives of others. So I want you to email us at ask at imaginethewriterspen.net, and you can secure your copy of this book. And you can check on Amazon. We also have this book. It is now in ebook format on Amazon. You may find it there. And then imaginethewriterspen.com, you'll be able to purchase it through that website as well. And then Tony Evans' Oneness Embrace, you can find this on Amazon.com as well. We invite you to grab one of these books. If you've never picked them up again before, we invite you to pick them up. And as you can see, I have my highlighter and my sticky notes and all of that in this book because I've been enjoying this read and writing notes and gleaning from what we've been reading and discussing from that book. All right. So once you've enjoyed or you benefited from these books, help us help someone else by writing a quick review. Or if you've already purchased one of these books, would you go back and write a review and let others know how you have enjoyed or benefited from the book? We appreciate that so much. Thank you. So join us for Brain Bash, second Saturdays. Go to our website and sign up for that. You can find the link in our summary. And we invite you to Use these books to help you find your game changer. Use these books to help you enrich your life. We invite you to subscribe to our channel and share this video if you have been encouraged in any way. We thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll say bye bye for now. And know that Jesus is the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't know about you, but if anyone should ever write my story, he's the best thing that ever happened. He's the best thing that ever happened. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. We also want to let you know that the words and things that you heard in our broadcast today in this information, excuse me, infomercial, get that right. Yeah. Things that you heard in our infomercial today are brought to you by Anita's Imagination Station, but the comments are not necessarily endorsed by this channel or the people expressing them. So we invite you to check us out. Subscribe today and share this video. Bye bye for now.